Morning, everyone. I hope we're live. Sorry, I had to kick off here for a second. Thanks for joining. Welcome to Bloodstone Megaverse. Everybody, welcome to Bloodstone Megaverse. Like I said, those who have watched my thing last night, I'm going to be on here. I'm going to get the confusion out. A lot's going on in here. Bloodstone Megaverse. I know that. As you can tell, I've already hit my coffee this morning. Deja vu, I know, right? From the command center, from the World Global News Center that I've become, the global star I've become, my friends, my family. I have another egg here. I'm not going to break it against the tree. I want to make sure I'm positioned right. Hold on. Everything is just off kilt. Hold on. That's what I'm afraid of. Hold on. Let me get everyone back here. I hope everybody likes my red truck back there behind me. Okay, so good morning. Really, I'm telling you, this is incredible, isn't it? Good morning, everyone. I need to practice anyway. Good morning to everyone. I will try to make this less painful for everyone. There you go. Deja vu. Earthquake's coming. Earthquake is coming. Deja vu. Mother Earth, you know what's happening. Deja vu. You know. I don't like the way the camera's set. Deja vu. Bloodstone Megaverse. I wrote a book. In this book is also another type of magic. It's known as celestial magic. When you read the book, I know I've had deja vu where people are like, it's not that good. They're just being jealous. You can tell by the way they think. I have several today who are loving this book in ways you are jealous of. I'm not jealous, and I thank you. This goes out to all you females and ladies who know what I'm working with and are supportive and giving me the very best you got that you can give. Thank you. Now, why am I doing this? So, earthquake's coming. Deja vu. Earthquake's coming. You ask what I'm looking for? I'll explain in a second. Deja vu. When I'm telling you, when I'm saying what I am saying, I'm not telling anybody anything other than the deja vu. We all have that deja vu. Good morning and deja vu here and around the world and back again. Good morning to every one of you. The first thing we're going to talk about is what I have written down. The first thing, like I said, when I get up and I sit down here, what I went through that night, I try to explain, and I really think the world's getting that, the ones who know of me. The first thing is I'm trying to lay down and get some rest. This is a pulse. Deja vu. Earthquake's coming. Deja vu. It goes out to all the lines. So for years, most people who come talk to me would tell me about the dreams they've had, and I'll try to start here, or this and that, because I was in a religious state of mind. People knew I had a connection with God. Does that make sense? But even though I have converted over to what I would say, the best way to describe it is Mother Earth God is not a male. He has male bi tendencies, but he's not a man. It's like gasoline and diesel. Gasoline is what everybody wants to make. The diesel was the byproduct. So your universe is like gasoline, and the egg. The byproduct from a female is the men are the diesel, the gasoline, the diesel gas. If you follow it, the fuel. So therefore, there's a difference. Men, there's not as many men as there is women. Women are more. They're the ones, for example, what I'm fixing to say next goes right into what I'm talking about, deja vu. Women are a global underground. Men know this. For example, there are so many women and females in my life who talk to me, but they're like, to their partners and stuff, I don't talk to him. I don't say hi to him, because their men are jealous of what I do. Their men are very jealous. Every freaking one of them are jealous, and I've done nothing but be a friend to them. I can't help that. That's their problem. They deal with it. I'm not going to. But underground, ladies, you're helping each other. So that's part of the universe. That is part of protecting our egg, our world. We know this. But women, you need to wake your men up. You need to wake all of them up. Because let me tell you what is happening. Because if you don't, they're not going to protect the egg. Okay? They're going to get out and do whatever they're doing, and they could care less about Earth. I'm fixing to explain this to you. This is the way when I laid down and the dreams started coming, the visions that she's laying on me, then you understand. I know that females understand this more than men do. I know there's several men who are with me who do the things I got to do, who help me through all this. I appreciate each and every one of you. You know I'm not talking to you, men. Especially those around the world. Okay, so as she puts it, planet Earth, deja vu. Mama Earth, deja vu. Hear me. You know this is happening. There's a rumbling. Everything's out of whack. You feel like allergies, an allergy, a pressure that's inside you. That exactly, deja vu on that. Like there's a cold or something that you're just not getting, but it's there. A rumbling. Your joints hurt. Your body hurts. Things just not working right. Things seem to be falling to pieces. And it doesn't matter if you're young or old. It's like something is off kilt. Something is talking to us. Everything is trying to talk at once. You understand? Deja vu at that point. So that's what I'm talking about when we're talking about the global underground, that women have a net where I get 1 or 2 views. And as much as I try to push and get my, the beacon, deja vu out there, what's happening next, what is Mama Earth showing me, deja vu, to tell them. The women are underground telling the world, but yet your social medias, for example, Twitter has called me spam. Won't even let me get direct messages anymore. And I do call it Twitter X. Elon Musk, you're going to pay the price. You're going to be the first one to pay that price. Why? Because let me tell you, he's broke. He did not put anybody on a spaceship. Nobody has been on another planet. We all know this. And he made millions off of people's sufferings. I'm sorry, that's the truth. Because why would you turn around and show yourself rich when you ain't got it? Why would you turn around and show yourself doing these things and you didn't do it? Don't get mad at me. I'm telling the truth, and all the females know this. This isn't something you're hiding. When I get on here and I'm doing this, and then I'm cut down for spam, or I'm delivering a bad message, no, I'm talking to everyone. That's right. I'll look you in the eyes. It does not scare me. I am the Grim Reaper. I am the one you will bow to, Elon Musk. Listen to me, world leaders. You will bow to me. You say, well, no, I won't. Yes, you will. I'm the Grim Reaper. You are not. I don't mean to be mean. That ain't the way that works. But you push my buttons, I push back. Keep pushing my buttons. You don't have to worry about it. The earthquake is coming. Deja vu. That's what we got to worry about. The women are not afraid of me. There is no lady on this planet that's afraid of me. None. Men, however, they have a different circumstance. Let me tell you, our life is no longer global. Listen to me. The internet is not global. They lied. That's why I keep pushing. That's why I keep telling everyone. It's broken fragments. For example, they want you to pay to boost your message. I don't need you boosting my messages. All the females here are sending out the messages. They're all out there talking for me. That's what I'm talking about. There's not one. There's not two. There's not three. There's thousands. They all know who I am. They know what I am. I'm the Samuel. The, from Mars. The Samuel. I'm not playing you. Everybody feels it. Everybody knows it. Deja vu. Why am I here? Because it does signify a very catastrophic state. The planet, the egg, is in. 6 times I've been through this. Right here, spiritually. This spirit is telling me everything that happened back then to relay this message through this vessel to tell you the same thing. I am the Samael telling you. There you go. Deja vu. This is not the first time. If it was, we wouldn't be making it right now. We're still making it. The egg must be washed. It must be cleansed in the universe. Objects will fly at it. Things like that. That's why. I know. Deja vu. Show this. Okay. For example, we have to build these. This is the earth. I'll try to paint it up like a planet. I know I keep getting deja vu on it, and I'll get to it. So, we have to build this, ladies. See, I can't rely on men. I have to rely on you females. And I love that. Because you're listening. That's all I need to hear. You're helping me. Thank you. For once, you're helping me. And we're going to protect this egg. We're going to. I'm called spam because I need the gold. I need it. They're calling me spam all around the world because I need what they got. We know this. They're not going to protect your eggs, ladies. The men, the corporations, the companies, Donald Trump, Biden, all of them, they're not going to protect you. That is fear. The only ones that's going to protect this egg are you females. And I am the one preaching it today. That's why millions know who I am around the world globally. I need your gold. I need your gold. I cannot build these without it. We got to protect this. This is that message to the universe. She knows it. She's throughout everything. She's walking right now with her cell phone in her hand going, there he is. She's right now doing messages probably on her computer saying, there he is. He's trying. We know what he's talking about. You see, men, they want to pretend they own the world. They don't own the world. They don't own the egg. Ladies, you own your eggs. That's what Mama Earth keeps telling me to tell all the females. You own your egg. It's yours. Its purpose and design is beyond precious. I look at a female myself who has the egg in them, and I don't care how beautiful or what they think they look like. This is the most beautiful thing in all creation to me. That's it. Why? Why? Well, let's think like Samuel from Mars. He's not part of Earth. So to him, this is the most precious thing you could ever have. This means he survives. You get what I'm saying? This does mean that, yes. But at the same time, it must survive right. Not, oh, well, I seated another female and I'm going to go on about my life. Too many of them men, ladies, has been allowed to walk this world too much, too long. I agree with that. There's an agreement. But there's several ladies who have been raised by men to seat it and let the man go on and not do his part. I do my part. I have raised the egg. I have a child with a female. She'll tell you, I took care of my child. She can tell you that. I have taken care of my child. Whether or not we were together or together, in together, it doesn't matter. I took care of what I did. Now, listen to me. It's a 50-50 process, yes, and it should be that way. That's the one thing we agree on. Our child is taken care of. That egg, the same way. Now up next, I'm trying to get through this because I'm going to move on to other lives today. This is what Mama Earth tells me to do, to move on to my other live feeds, and she will give out more to who needs to have it when they need to have it. Okay, it's no longer one world global domination. Ladies, it's fragments. Okay, does that should make sense to you? The internet. Your internet is not global, ladies and gentlemen. I will explain that to you, okay? Here in just a second. All right? So, the same system still works. The internet's going to be mad at me. Your newses are going to be mad at me. Your world leaders are really going to be freaking mad at me. You see this picture? Can you tell what this is? Not really? Hold on. Okay, so point A to point B. Is this making any sense to you yet? No? We're going to keep working with it. Okay, so two angels from point A to point B. Halfway around the world from each other. Deja vu for a reason. Because when this earthquake hits, the magic must be divided equally. To divide all that. Now, what is all this I'm showing? Back to the egg. You see what I'm kind of saying? I know I don't have my pictures together, but you're loving the work anyway. So, is that making sense? Kinda? 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 Pretty fast. Okay, so what's happening with the internet? It used to be on a one world system, so to speak. Now you've got so many apps, you've got so many widgets, you've got so many computers that the countries, if you take all these lines, each country has just pieces, bits and pieces. That's your algorithm. It's too big of a system for one person to handle. That's what AI is not telling you. There is billions of AI. There's not one, there's not two, there's billions of them. Billions of servers. There's another one. Somebody just gave me deja vu on that. Billions of servers. Different areas. No one controls the world except for one thing. The only thing controls this world. There you go. I hope everyone gets what I'm talking about here. Okay? Same system. The same system. Except with this book is designed to give to the whole world. And we all globally have a connection more than just an egg. Right? For example, I'll get back to my deja vu. Yes, there are ladies who are putting their names in the back of a book that had fun with the book, and they're sharing them with other ladies saying, hey, put your name in there. Kind of like a... You know how you did school albums, book albums? Can I say it like that? Where you sign the back of the picture album and stuff. And people do that to this day if it's an anniversary or something. Yeah, kind of like their own personal little black books, deja vu. You know what I'm talking about. Okay. That's all I need to say. Females' first black book. They can really say this is their little pocket book. Think about it. Don't ask me to grin. I won't grin too long. It helps with the headaches. Thank you. Okay, so Excuse me. All right. I know. For a newscaster right now, anchor, I'm coughing, drinking coffee, talking to everyone. So, that I wanted everyone to know. Deja vu on. The earthquake is still coming. What are we going to do about it? Okay, so, try to get through this. So, the globalists, earthquake is coming. Deja vu. That's the first thing that just keeps popping up. It's going through everybody's mind. The rumbling, the headache, the pressure. Those who are in magic, that are into the psychic realm, that are closer to the familiars, spirits, the elements, the elementals. For example, our pit dog, pit bull, hasn't been feeling right. There's nothing wrong with them, but you'll notice animals and stuff are not feeling right. Things seem to be out of whack. There is a sign. We'll get to that. I'm almost done. So on the global earthquake scale, it's going to hit everywhere. Everything will be affected. This is not the first time. What will this bring? Different storms. Yes, storms you've never encountered before. What else will it do? Okay. First, I'm going to tell you. That's the message in my ear right now. There is no system in place for earthquakes. Did you hear what I just said? Globally, there's no system set in place. The egg, the universal being she is, has to rely on deja vu. Are you following me now? You have to rely on that deja vu. That's why humans cannot allow anything to take over this planet. It is a global connection. Deja vu, you're right. So we get that. It's her little message, and she did relay to me while I was, my eyes closed. The lines are open. People are chattering. They are talking. They are getting the message out. It doesn't matter whether you call me crazy or not. That doesn't bother me. I've been crazy my whole life. Why act normal now? I don't know. It'd be so boring. So, and anyway, nobody can give you a definition of normal. So that's how you know that working with what I'm working with. Okay, so, next up, prepare. Prepare, babies, please. Deja vu. Take care of yourself. How are we going to do this? So ladies, females, I'm really not going to talk to the men. That's why I said the men are like out here trying to control a world they have no hope of controlling. They don't want to work with the egg. They want to go somewhere else and play. They'd rather be on their video games. There's the huge one right there. It's like Mother Earth was trying to tell them the whole time, stop playing your games. Your games are forecasting devices against you. Well, now females are like, well, they're not going to wake up. They're not going to do anything. But you're the female. You're awake. You can do something. Power outages are happening everywhere. The surge of battery juice. For example, I've got my phone on a charger. Most of the time, my charger charges my phone very quickly. But the last couple of days, everything's been out of whack. I've even noticed my charger don't want to charge, or I'm having to go get 2 or 3. You see what I mean? And then I plug it in, I charge up my phone, unplug it. When the battery should be full, it just starts draining. That is part of the signs that we're working with. It's not just a magic, it's real. Females know the magic of spirit and flesh and vessels materially, more so than men do. Men are more based on, let's do this, let's do that, let's do this. And women are more like, maybe we should hear our inner selves. But you see what I'm saying? That's why I have that connection with her. Deja vu. So please, babies, please, ladies, please, women, get the stuff you need prepared. Just be prepared. How? So it's written down, plenty of water, whatever it takes for you to have at least 2 weeks worth of good drinking and cooking water. I have something like 16 gallons saved up. There you go. You see, I'm prepared for what I'm looking for. So at least a good 16 gallons you could put in a pantry or maybe off to the side and cycle it out. You don't have to keep it in one area. Next up, your food. Anything that can get you 2 weeks of eating. Because I'm going to tell you, when this hits, all your governments are shutting down. That's what she'll do. That's what this egg will do. It will shut down everything. Nothing will be able to move. You might find a trailer full of food somewhere, or you're going to have people who are not riding to hurt each other. They're riding to help try to sustain what's left after the earthquakes. Okay? Heads up on that. Next up, have your clothes ready. What does that mean? Well, if you start flooding, your area starts flooding because of it. Let's say it happens. Let's say you start in an area you don't think there's going to be a flood. All of a sudden, all this water is coming at you. Have stuff prepared to get out the door and just take a couple of items. So what about animals? Have them prepared. Have them prepared. Know what you're going to do. Get your emergency plans together now, not tomorrow. Tomorrow, it might hit. A week from now, let me ask you something on PMS. You usually have that gut feeling wrench, right? Like a cramp. Yeah, you know it's that time. You can't tell me the minute it's fixing to happen, but you sure can tell me when it's going to happen. Soon. Deja vu. So, okay. And yes, I have studied biology, and yes, I do listen to all the females I've been around. So, there you go with that. All right, next up, your clothes together. Make sure you have your towels together. Things like that you know you can get. If you need a place to stay for 2 weeks, you should have that already an idea where you will go. There you go. At least think of somewhere to go. Don't be caught in your house and the fires are everywhere if this happens and you find yourself in one little area and no way of escape and everything, and you're hoping the fire department comes for you when they're all across town trying to take care of another area. You need to have your escape plan ready to walk out them doors any second and go find shelter, or whoever is your friend. Even your enemies will help you at this point. You get what I'm saying? Even your next door neighbors will help you at this point. So when this hits, remember, we're all in this together. And she's fixing to hit. It is every sign I've ever known. For 6 times I've been through this. This is the 7th. This time, I know we can make it. But we're going to have to work together. So, females underground, please get out the messages. I can't rely on social media no more. We don't have social media. Social media is about boost me, boost me, boost me. I did, and it got me nowhere. I spent somewhere roughly about $4,000 boosting, and I'm back to reduced to just a few. But let me tell you about the boosting I did. They lied to you about the numbers. I know thousands are viewing. So you can lie all you want to, Facebook, media, whatever you call yourself tomorrow. You can lie all you want to, Twitter, X, whatever you're going to call yourself tomorrow. YouTube, GrooveTube, whoever you are. Go ahead, tell all your lies. Keep doing what you're doing, because I'm going to tell you, you're costing yourselves every day. Because when the day the emperor takes over what the females need him to take over, this shit will stop. Deja vu. Next up, okay, so you get your generators together. That's it. Tell your men or ladies, if you got your generators, I don't know which one's working in, your children maybe, get it together. Have decent gas. Have enough to run. I have about 3 gallons on reserve. that I continuously swap out between my lawnmowers and stuff, refill them, headed back to the generator. That's where it starts at first. My generators, always keeping the clean gas, as well as making sure they're running. Today would be a good time to say, hey, would you check the generators? Most people say, oh no, I ain't checking the generator today. No sense in it. You know, I checked it last week. Check the generators. Check them. It is going to be it's going to be a basic need in your life if you're running stuff that needs to stay running. Next up is the most important part. Please, Ariel, be mindful of your surroundings every second. Ladies, females, human beings, you never know where you're going to be when it hits. There's no way of telling. You got seismographs, you've got earthquake institutions, their vibrations, their frequencies are so far off, they'll never figure it out. Did you hear me? The only thing, like I said about these is, I want to show people something. I've never showed them before, yet. We're already doing this. Deja vu. We're already doing this. What is this? This is another piece of the puzzle. What are these? On the ground side, these angels, they're going to be huge moving statues. That's the best way to tell you that. A lot like robotics. Underneath the ground, we'll have the same rods. You see what I'm saying? Around the world. When the towers are built, the radio frequency towers is the best way to put it. It will look something like this. Hear me out. Hear me out. Keep going. Keep going. I don't want you taking this the wrong way, because most people will. Most people try to take what I'm doing next the wrong way. And I don't want you taking this the wrong way, ladies. This goes out to every female. So do you see these little like towers here? It's actually going to be underground. Think of these towers as underground. And and under the ground will be reading all the frequencies and vibrations. What are they doing? Yeah, deja vu, exactly. They will be protecting in the ground, detecting everything going on, as well as topside. These are like towers that's out and around like our cell towers. A lot like how they work. But they don't build cell towers to go under the ground. This is under the ground. Oh, so there you go. That's another piece of this puzzle Samuel's putting together. Deja vu, yes. Makes a lot of sense when you look at it that way, don't it? So therefore, the next earthquake that does come cannot crack the earth, because they'll be doing their job. That's what I'm working on right now. Deja vu. Doing my part of the job. Getting the information out there. Please, underground, all you females. I know you control the undergrounds. Nobody. Men can say what they want to. They're not the ones doing it. You are. I thank you. You have been my #1 support. I told you. I know who to talk to. I love all my ladies. Thank you all very much. Okay, so the generators, getting them working, get them moving, even if you've got to turn off the men's video games, and I do say men's because they're pretty much the ones on the video games now, and the ladies are like, I go to work, I come home, he's on a video game all day. Oh well, I'll feed him, clothe him, let him back on his video game. Put him outside, get him on the generator. Even if it's 10 minutes, make sure you hear it run, ladies. Make sure of that. Take care of yourselves. Okay. When I said, Ariel, take care of yourself, be mindful of your surroundings. Things, ladies, females, men are a little bit different. They're more perceptive about their surroundings. And that's the way I feel. For example, I'm in an open area. If everything starts shaking, more likely I'm going to move out from underneath the tree. Just saying. Ladies to me are more about having things around them and not being mindful of what could fall off a shelf or what could get in their way as they're trying to get out a door, or, you know, things like that. I'm just saying that is not stereotyping. That's just the way I feel. So, thank you for understanding, Deja Vu. So, with those objects laying around, let's say you're sleeping, they could come off the shelf at you. When I was in the last earthquake that I was in, back quite some years ago, I was laying in the hotel room, and this object, when the earth started moving, I get up and this object literally comes off the wall and hits me on the shoulder. Okay, it didn't hurt me, but I was not mindful that an earthquake was coming at that point either. But now I'm sitting there going, so be mindful of that stuff. Like if you lay down tonight and then you've heard this and you're getting your messages from each other, there you go. Just keep sending it. Just keep sending it. That's the only way I got to do this. Deja vu. Thank you. Just keep sending it out to your friends. Hey, tonight make sure your stuff is strapped down, or make sure you can't be hurt when you're sleeping, or if you're in the middle of activities or sports or something like that. Be mindful of what's going on around you, because when it hits, you might not realize that big statue's coming down. That's not going to be the first thing you think about. The first thing during an earthquake, everything is so scrambled. Everything is so rumbling. Like your head should be doing right now. Kind of. When you hear it, you're listening. And it lets you know. The universe lets you know. Okay, so we're going to finish up. I'm going to move forward. I will try to be back later on. I'll try to figure out a time and let you know. I'm going to keep doing this because deja vu, earthquake is coming. This thing is enormous globally. I'm going to say 3 quakes in one. That's what she keeps giving me. And it's going to go all about the whole global world. It's going to go globally. Will it destroy our earth? No. No. She's giving us time. But she's letting you know, I did not come to preach garbage to you. I did not come to tell you something that ain't true. I did not come. I came to protect this earth. So this earthquake is going to be notification. There you go. This earthquake is going to be wake up call. Does that work? Will that work? We need to protect her. No matter the crack. You see, this egg has already got little cracks in it, right? We can see that. So, letting you know it's still okay. I believe when this earthquake hits, will she be okay? The earth will try to mend itself. Yes, the egg will try to remend itself. As long as it's in the universe, doing as it should, it will try to mend itself. It's going to be our job to mend it, not the humans. Listen to me. It's not your material stuff we need to try to mend. It will be the egg. So I need all females spiritually praying to Mother Universe. That's why I believe in the book. When I say reading and playing with the book, and females are carrying the book with them everywhere they go. I've seen this. I know this. That's why they love what I say, because this is another word for our universal parental female goddess is the best way to put it, or God. It doesn't matter, but the point is, this is her 4-word system. That's what I keep telling them. That's why I said this book is so important. Exactly, deja vu. And they are. Barnes & Nobles. I support Barnes & Nobles because they pushed my book. They have been here helping. They didn't throw it on a shelf like Amazon did and say, oh, it'll be till November. It'll be maybe when we feel like it. You see, that's why I don't support Amazon. Amazon, you want my support? Change it. Change it to where they can have their books now. Deja vu. All those out there that are supporting this book, I will get a list of your names and stuff that are pushing it. Yes, Deja Vu, I did get your message. You bought 4, 5, 6 books and are handing them out. Thank you, ladies. Every one of you. Thank you. Because you might fill the book up with names and get you another book. Deja Vu. Deja Vu. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Never know. Sit down and read them together. I'll speak on that maybe tonight. Okay, so what else are we working into? I got to get off here very soon so I can get to the next one. So make sure your things are set, braced, strapped down. You're not going to get caught in the middle of some building or collapsing and you're stuck there. Don't find yourself that way. Deja vu. Make sure you're out of the way of these objects. So please, please, I'm talking to the Celestial Empress out there. Take care of yourself. Deja vu. I need the help magically for sure. From here to there and back again. She's relying. That egg is relying on us to have that. Deja vu. Okay, so move forward. Deja vu, deja vu. Planet Earth, help deja vu each other. They're not going to let me get my signal out anytime soon. When will you see more work from me? I'm looking at mid-August. Mid-August, the press conference and release of my book 1849 will happen. I don't think they're going to push it because men feel like I've taken over their females, and that's the farthest thing from the truth. And the females are relaying their messages to me, trying to hide under the covers from their partners. That makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? Stop. This is too important. You look at your partner and say, this is too important to me. Deja vu. You tell them straight up what it's going to take. Quit playing with it. It's yours. Protect it. It's yours. Universe is telling you it's yours. We got to protect it, ladies, females. So, deja vu. I'm not putting the egg up against the tree. Actually, I got a little egg on me too, so don't feel bad. So now that you see that, okay, so deja vu. Tonight I'm going to do a show on my favorite parts of the book, as well as some of the others. Questions, Q&A. When will I do this? Because I'm trying to make it a decent time for here and around the world. I know this deja vu, the back and forth, because there's somewhere the world is somewhere around 10 to 8 hours ahead of where I'm at, but yet I'm still ahead. Deja vu. So that's the messages I'm getting. When do I see the earthquake foreseeably coming? The structures are falling. She's basically, what's going to happen is the universe is kind of washing and moving it. That wouldn't make a lot of sense to females. When men, they're like, I don't get that. I don't care. There are several men who do. Okay, I will say that. Not every man is a mute. So, not every female is a mute. They love their eggs. Every one of us. Every one of us was born from an egg. Nobody's been without. Let me say this again. No computer has bore an egg yet. No two babies actually exist. It was all females carrying every egg. Fertile male carries the egg. Got me? Deja vu. I'm not a fertile male. I have seed. My job is to fertilize it. Deja vu. And it's up to you, ladies, what you're going to do with that egg. Well, I hope in my circumstances around the world, they understand how much I do care. It is my seed. It is my vine. It is part of me. Deja vu. I'm going to get off here. I know. I need to go. I hope everybody enjoyed that. I know. Trust me. I know the feeling. More than you can imagine too. So, until then, I've got 3 other lives. You'll probably catch me in my other ones. I'm fixing to set a time. This really dries up my voice. Love to each and every one of you. I hope I'm the best world news anchor ever. Ever. That's Samuel's job. Samuel Santos. Deja vu. Mr. Satan himself. I can't help it. It's who I am. Love. Love to all of you. Deja vu. Please get your book. Thank you. Thank you. Support the great work. It is amazing. And I'll be right back. Deja vu. Tell everyone, earthquake's coming. That feeling they feel in their head right now. Deja vu. Tell them. Tell them. You'll know it. They'll be talking. So, deja vu.